Hi beauties! So today's video, it's a favourites video, but not a favourites video of the month. It's a favourites video, it's halfway, well just gone halfway through the year. And I wanted to see what products I keep coming back to. Most of the products are beauty related. There is two things that are nothing to do with beauty but are brilliant. So shall I just kick it off? Here we go. So if I kick it off with the non-beauty items. So candles. I'm a massive fan of candles. But the one I keep buying all the time, oh it's beautiful, is the Village Candles Fall Fun. These are votives. And on my dining room table I have a stand of 3 votives and then 2 glass jars for votives as well. These are so strong, the smell, the throw from the smell. You don't need all them lit at the same time. So what I tend to do is I put one in the middle of the 3 and then just put little tea candles in the others, because one is enough of a throw to smell the whole dining room. It says Fall Fun, you know, which is American season, our season, autumn. But it has like a fruity smell to it. So for me, it is an all-rounder. When I just want that real pick-me-up, this is what I go to. So that had to be one of my favourites because it's the most bought this year. The second non-beauty item is my books. Again, I love reading. I haven't had a great deal of time to do, you know, lots and lots of reading, so I haven't bought many new books this year. I am a massive Jackie Collins fan, and unfortunately Jackie passed away, so now we know the last book that came out would be the very last one. I haven't actually bought it as yet, and I must get round to putting that on my Christmas list. What I do every year, Mother's Day, birthday and Christmas, I ask for one of the books that I don't own of Jackie Collins, which is getting very slim of choices now. But the one book that is my all-time favourite, and I must have read this, oh, I don't know, more than 10 times I've read this book, is her scorching bestseller, Lovehead. Now, this was brought out, I believe, I don't think it says on here any dates. No. This is a very old book, and this was, if I remember rightly, this was the 3rd book that she brought out. It's only a small one compared to most of the other novels that she's got. But I tell you what, this book, once you get your head into it after the first chapter, you're drawn into the book and you get the images in your head and everything else. And that's what I class as a good book, is when you're watching it in your head as you're reading it. So I put this in because I've just finished it yet again. Brilliant author, she's a brilliant writer, and yes, okay, she is a little out there when it comes to sexual sort of side of things, but she was just so good at what she did. So this had to go in my collection, in my favourites for this year. The other one is, now everything I'm going to show you here I have owned or bought more of since, well, at least 3 months and before. This one I have only had in my possession for 6 weeks now, but it had no choice but to go in this favourites video. It is Eden's Semele Jojoba oil, and it is 100% pure organic. Now, I was sent this to try, and I've just done a blog on my WordPress about this stuff. This stuff is amazing. And I mean amazing. It comes with a little dropper that you change over when it comes. I've still got my hair on it. I have been using this every day for the last 6 weeks, and look, that is all that's gone. It is, well, for me, I use it on my hair as a hair mask. Put a shower cap on, you've probably seen the photo on Instagram, to give my hair nourishment again. It has helped stop the itchiness of my scalp. I've had itchy scalp for years, again, because of products and things. It irritates my skin. But this has really helped. Every day, even if I'm not washing my hair, I brush it and I put it on the ends. My hair has just become so nice. It's just brilliant, and I can't live without it now. The other thing I love doing with it as well is my face. You know, cleansers, we use the cleansers, now and again we use the toners and things, but oils are the better option if they are pure. So I use this on my husband's skin, I've used it on my daughter's skin, and I use it on my skin. And I just give it a good soak in, and then I'll wipe away with the pads, and then I'll put a tiny little bit back on again, and then let it soak in, and it really has helped. You can use it for a lot of things. Gnat bites this time of year, I've got a few of them. So I've just been putting a lot of that on it, well, just a dab, and rubbing it over just to help the itchiness. It was used for cuticles. I've used it for cuticles and it is great, but I do have other things I use for my cuticles. But that is a must-have if you love your hair and your skin. It's got to be a must-have in your collection. So that then leads me on to my lip gloss. I've nearly run out of my favourite lip gloss now. I do own more, but this one is my ultimate favourite. This is Gosh Lip Oil number 002 Sea Buckthorn. Now this goes on my lips every single day, and it is as easy as that. I pop it on, I'll do my skincare. This comes into my skincare routine. It gives my lips almost a plump feeling, even though there is no plumping going on. It helps when keeping my lips moisturised, because I like to use mattes most days, matte lipsticks, which we know does eventually dry your lips out. I pretty much use this at least 5 nights a week in my nighttime routine as well, and it's something I can't live without now. I really can't live without this, and as much as I've got more, I probably will be going for this one again, because I really do like it. There's not a taste, but there's like a slight smell to it that makes it feel like thick but not tacky or anything, and it just soaks into the skin. So I absolutely love that one. The next one is nail polish. Now this I'm really gutted about, because it's now in my empties. True Brits London, not only do they do a beautiful design of the bottle, but their nail polishes are really nice. They are £12.50 a bottle, so yes, they can be a little bit expensive in some people's, the way people look at how much they want to spend on nail polish. But for me, £12.50 is really worth it. I was quite sad the other day when I realised this was finished, because I just finished doing my nail rack and went to do my nails with this, realised it was coming to the end, thought, right, I'm going to have to find another black, and out of all the polishes I own, I don't own any other black. And that is obviously because I found the one that I really love. So my husband has told me, you're not buying any more nail polishes, but because I don't own another black, I've got to buy a black. So it will be repurchased at some point on the secret. but Trooper at London. I highly recommend this, and this is my favourite nail polish halfway through this year. Another thing that I keep going back to is my Colourpop Monster Highlighter. I got this, look at that, it's just beautiful. I got this, I think now, this could have been before Christmas, and I own more highlighters and everything, but I'm always drawn back to this. It goes on perfectly. It gives that shine but not a sparkle, which is what I like about highlighters. You know, some highlighters there's like loads of sparkle as in there's glitter on your face. I don't tend to go for that sort of look. So this is I don't know why, but I say I am always drawn to it because it's just perfect for me. This I couldn't live without either. This is a Gosh Prime and Set Primer and Mattifying Setting Powder. Now when this came out a few months ago and I saw the price at £10, yeah, there is no smell, I just thought I'd check. When I saw the price at £10, I sort of ummed and ahed about it because I own other setting powders. But like any blogger, we like to buy the new things to try them and see whether they are as good as hype. And without a doubt, my setting powders have been pushed aside because this is used daily. When I've put my creams on for my morning routine, you know, I've got that shine. So this goes on. I do not have to wear anything else if I didn't want to on my skin that day because my skin looks mattified, which is brilliant. But then I also use it when afterwards for setting the foundation, and then I'll use me MAC setting spray. But this has just been a godsend, and I mean a godsend, because like I say, at the moment you can tell I've put none on. Because I've got a shiny face, but I don't tend to have a shiny face anymore. So it was definitely worth £10, and this will definitely be purchased. I mean, if you look now, yeah, you can see I'm halfway through it. It was just well worth the money. The last makeup item is NYX Sculpt and High Brow Contour. Now, I didn't buy this. As you saw by a video down the line, I was trying cheaper versions of brands of eyebrow stuff. I tried the higher end brow stuff, and then my husband bought this for me. He'd found a NYX in a boot while I was away one day, and I come home to this and a couple of other NYX things, and I thought, oh, I'll give it a go. And he'd bought, let me just see, I think it's just brown. Let me have a look. Brunette. It's a brunette colour. And he bought this, and I thought, okay, I'll give it a go like I do with everything else. And from the moment I used it, I found this to be fantastic. It is thick on one end and thin on the other. So when I'm using it now, I'm using the thick end, and I'm doing it, it swipes across, even though, you know, a lot of us use it like this. I tend to use it like this, and because of the thickness, I don't feel like I'm having to grab that little end with it. So that's a good start. The colour, it's perfect. It just fills in where you need it to fill in. I don't need to put anything else over the top of it if I don't want to. And daytime wear, I don't tend to put anything on top of it, but going out at night time, I tend to want to just put that added protection on. I use this underneath my eyebrows, under my arch. It's not shimmery, it's not matte, it's just looks like I've put that slight little bit of not discolorant, but you know, just under my eye arch, and it gives it that almost pop of lift. So this has been a fantastic product for me. and it will keep being a fantastic product, hopefully. Then my last products are brushes. Now I got this as a Christmas present, and I think it's been in a favourites video when I was doing my monthly favourites. This is a blusher brush by Number 7, and it was in a gift set from my daughter, say for Christmas. I had all the blusher brushes, but I didn't quite get on with them, so I stopped wearing blush because I just couldn't seem to get it right. But this has been, well, this is used every day that I use blush. I don't use anything else other than this brush because it is just perfect. It is soft, but it has got that almost dense way to it as well, which is perfect. It does blend in. It does blend in depending on the product you're using, doesn't it? But I mean, if you've got a product that's good at blending anyway, the brush is good at blending it in as well. It doesn't pick up a whole lot of powder in the first place, which is great, and that's what I like about it, because a lot of brushes you can just give it one swirl and it's got tons on it. This one doesn't, but it's not like a cheap brush where you have to go to try and get just a little bit of product on it. It's just perfect. It is just perfect. And then the last thing in my favourites for this one is these brushes. Now there is 5 in the pack, but my daughter's got 2 of them, and these are brushes that I bought from eBay, and I paid £2 for 5 of them, and they are fantastic. Now when I put it in a video when I first got them, you know, I liked them anyway, but since then I tend to go, this one is perfect for me. It's not too big and it's not too little to do my transition colouring, and I love this for this. And this one here, because I've got little lids anyway and deep set eyes, this is perfect now. I'm starting to be able to do lines better for above the crease line. They are just great brushes, and for £2 you just cannot complain, can you? You know. So they are my favourites. As I say, I wanted to do it halfway through the year, but things got on top, so it's 8 months into the year now. And my next one will probably be at the end of the year, because I'm now decided to stop doing monthly favourites and go for a whole round favourites, because there is so much stuff that everything can be your favourite, but you want to go for what you keep picking up, don't you, and keep using, and not just monthly, month after month after month. So I do apologise if I've sort of rushed through that. I didn't want it to be a long video, so there you go. So if you liked it, give me a thumbs up, maybe even subscribe, but remember, beauties, always do what makes you happy. Bye.